Honey, I'm home. You bastards are gonna owe me.
Are you ready?
You bet your ass I'm ready.
You know, I'm not a big fan of that bark like a chicken, cluck like a dog stuff.
They think they'll beat the devil. Nobody beats me.
You can run, but you can't hide from Crazy Eddie.
Evil events from evil causes spring. Aristophanes said that.
Told you, good shot to the face always gets the juices flowing. Come on, let's tango.
So,
Sit back
relax.
and enjoy.
Oh my God.
You are psychotic.
And when I return, I'm to drink a bottle of scotch, as if it were Chicky Von Richthofen's blood, and celebrate his death.
Can I get a hell yeah? Things I do for these people.
It's a bit more than I could bear.
I got sick of waiting.
I got sick of waiting too, Kevin. It's been 4 years since we've talked about Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 1, how we kicked off our very, very first episode of our podcast. And I think it's a little overdue that we go back, revisit, and actually do this now that we've been a little more seasoned with our podcasting skills and cunning linguists, so to speak.
Linguists, now that I've developed a stutter and a speech impediment and all sorts of things, lisp.
Especially as you want to be in the middle of a three-way with Dana and Ray.
At a firing range, maybe. I mean, I don't, yeah.
Hey, you got him in your background. I'm just saying, bro.
You know what? That was for the shotgun. That was for the shotgun.
And you're sitting in front of the shotgun, blocking off the camera.
Shut up.
What's up, Solomon? Good to see you, brother.
Welcome. Yeah, man. 4 years. Like,
yep.
I don't want to turn this into a retrospect by any means, but wow, it does not feel like we've been doing this for 4 years. And
yep, 2021, end of October-ish is when we first just started this shindig up.
yeah, and we had just to paraphrase what had happened is we had been talking for so long about TV shows that we really liked that had been canceled long before their time and without being due. And we just got really, really fed up with two things in particular. One was The Tick being canceled at the time, and the other was this being canceled. Like this was our big one. This was always our why did you cancel this? This was crap. This was wonderful. This was the best thing on TV at the time. And granted, we understand why it was canceled, but it's still bullshit.
Well, and this answers Darius Stone's question on Twitch. Ash vs. Evil Dead is nostalgia. You damn straight it is. It is timeless. And it got canceled well before it ever should have been. We only got 3 seasons. It should have actually gone into a season 4.
Well, it should have done 2 seasons and then a better third season, but maybe a season 4 after that. But golly, season 3 was just caca.
Well, it almost matches like the franchise in general, like Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, and then it ends. And it feels like that's what what Ash vs. Evil Dead does. Season 1, season 2, and season 3. Okay, we're bringing it right up to the same point as the end of the international or director's cut of Army of Darkness, where it ends with him in the future and like, oh my God, I've slept too long. Because they always wanted to get to the robots versus the Evil Deadites versus humanity. They always wanted to get to that point, and they never did. And the show was right freaking there at the end of season 3. And it's like, oh, that could have been so good.
Yes. I don't know. I wasn't really down for the cyborg thing. I was never a great big fan of the Rip Van Winkle ending.
It was fine. I never minded it. I like the original ending where he's in like the S-Mart and the Deadites are still trying to attack and he gets the girl anyway.
Yes, because that's got the witty one-liner at the end. That's got him being badass, and of course, one more, execution. And
Darius, we are addressing this like right now.
Yes, like I don't dislike the "I slept too long" ending. I don't dislike it. That is Evil Dead. Evil Dead by nature, and we'll discuss this more on Tuesday, I'm sure, is cruel. It's heartless, and it goes right for the jugular. There is no winner. Even Ash like barely wins. Like calling Ash the winner or the hero is
he squeaks out at the very end most of the time.
Yeah. So, or he just kind of rolls with it and fails to accept that he lost or got his ass whooped. And it's not a bad thing, but he does kind of have to get his ass whooped here and there, unfortunately.
He really does. And that's part of the whole charm behind like Evil Dead and Ash versus Evil Dead is the whole butt kicking thing, and he somehow finds a way to win in the end. It's not like a clear cut, I beat your ass, you are dead. It's somehow he just finds a way to like somehow survive.
Yeah, because he's El Jefe or a Jefe, one of them.
I love El Jefe, and when we have Dana back with us, she's going to yell at me and call me El Jefe one more time.
That's all right. Still better than what I call you.
Jackass. Fuck off.
But Joffrey.
Joffrey. Dude, I'm going to call you Pink Fuck as soon as we get into season 2 or 3.
Hell yeah. I'm still mad that my friend didn't bring ketamine back from Mexico. Like, that would have been the coolest shit ever. And everyone's like, what if you died? What if I died? I died fucking drinking Pink Fuck. Darn.
Oh, damn.
Oh, bother.
Hey, as long as it's mixed by Ted, we're going to be okay.
Like,
that he does that in season, what is that, 2 or 2? Is it season 3?
2, I think. Yeah, 2.
I think it's 2, yeah.
That's where he goes home and finds his dad. Or meets his dad. And
yeah, and then we get the daughter and everything like that. Yep.
That's in season 3.
Season 2 and 3.
Really?
Yep.
I don't know, man. We're gonna have to go back again. But
oh darn, we have to watch more Ash versus Evil Dead. I'm gonna cry now because now I have to waste my time and enjoy watching Ash versus Evil Dead for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, right. I watched season 1 in a day. How awful was that?
2 for me, and I rewatched half of it already too. So it's technically 2 times in like 3 days.
Yeah, and believe me, it was not on in the background. Like, I was watching the entire time and I was laughing.
The first time I watched it all the way through and then in the background for like 5 episodes. So I'm like, shit, I should not be doing this right now.
Well, I mean, it's been a good week for like quality time with me and the girls watching horror films this week. We watched Nightmare on Elm Street, and Zoe had to tap out on that one when fucking Johnny Depp gets killed.
Oh, you mean Captain Jack Sparrow got smoked?
She didn't understand why the blood was dripping through the ceiling.
And she would not understand half the death scenes in Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yeah, I just kind of have to explain. There was just a lot, Sweet Pea. A lot. But my kids actually kind of like Ash. They really do. They think he's funny. They think he's cool, which of course he is. they've not really seen the original. They've mostly just watched part 2 and Army of Darkness. And I tried not to let them watch Ash versus Evil Dead, but I want them to look up to Kelly as a hero. I do. So I don't
Kelly
really
is
mind.
fantastic. So is Pablo.
She is. They both are, yes. But, I want my girls to have a positive female role model, and Dana kicks ass. She just does. Even despite what she says. I'm not cool. Yes, you are, turd. Anyway, but yeah, I really had a good time watching this. Like, had enough alcohol with me, with my kids, and the couch, with my feet up, in my
Maybe I
happy
should
zone.
have some alcohol.
I am.
I'm just drinking 7-Up Zero Sugar.
I have Cider Boy's Grand Mimosa, which is apple and orange.
Woohoo!
Yeah, they're all out of my apple and strawberry, sons of bitches. And these are on clearance now. So I'm like, really? Fuckers.
Might as well grab them up now because soon it's going to be Shemps only.
I like Shemps. Shemps.
Who gives a shit? It's just beer.
That's right. It's just beer. I love this shit.
That in here? Yep, I do.
After a long day of kicking dead-eyed ass, I like to crack open a Shemps. It's clean, crisp, refreshing, and cheap. Really cheap. Shemps won't slow you down. Not this guy, anyway. Fewer calories, less filling. Who gives a shit? It's beer.
Ooh, Shemps.
Shemps.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
If we get a super chat, I'll take a shot, though.
I'm down. And I felt really bad because I'm sitting here laughing while I was watching this, and I'm texting Jen while trying to tell Zoe, calm down. Those are monsters. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
They're not. It's okay that they get cut up to itty bitty pieces. Those are the monsters. It's fine.
They're getting chopped.
Yeah. Harley,
pee-pee.
Yeah, Harley don't give a fuck. She's seen this shit before, and she's also seen much worse. She watches Final Destination every day. Fucking weirdo. But I felt bad because Jen has only watched Evil Dead. And of course, Evil Dead is so much different from the rest of the movies, with the exception of Fide's movie and Evil Dead Rise.
Well, the first Evil Dead is freaking nasty to some extent.
It's very cruel. Very cruel.
It's mean.
They are taunting every single person, including Ash. And it's very hard to watch. There's assault in it. There's basically almost anything that you could think of that's horrible is in there. And they show it with no regard of your feelings. They put it in there to make you feel squirmish, and it works. And Jen did not like that movie, and that's respectable. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, that first one is it's a hard watch, actually.
Yeah. Even if you like that franchise, it's a hard watch because it's so much different from everything else.
Right.
But once you get to part 2, I was trying to explain to her, they paraphrase that entire 90 minutes in the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then after that, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
And
it's very slapsticky. It's very campy at times. It's also very scary and bloody at times.
Yeah.
It blends that world of horror, comedy, and gore, and just gives you this thrill ride. And that's ultimately what Ash versus Evil Dead excels at.
Yes.
It blends that perfectly from it's more attuned to Evil Dead 2 than it is Army of Darkness. Although we will get our Army of Darkness reference later on. But not initially, but I liked how they tied it into Evil Dead 1 and 2 roughly at the beginning here.
They get better. They get onto Evil Dead 2 later on, and then by the time we get to part 3, it's Army of Darkness is hinted at a little bit, but it's not everything.
They cleared up the rights when they got to that point. They were trying to work it out with Universal. So for full disclosure, everybody, if you're just tuning in and you've never seen Ash versus Evil Dead, but you have seen the movies, they do tie everything in eventually. Just stay the course.
Play the video game. The video game ties every
and don't get mad at
movie
being
together.
nerfed.
You don't have to play it online. Just I don't. Fuck people. I don't want to do that. I just want to play Kelly and just shoot a bunch of shit or use the chainsaw.
Mister, I want to play RoboCop and shoot people's dicks off.
That was dope, and that's exactly what I'm going to do when I'm done here tonight.
There you go, brother.
Game's. Oh God, I didn't fucking tell you last night on the new RoboCop game. Murphy gets shut down because his body is part of a key to hijack OCP machines.
This is the DLC that I haven't played yet.
Yes.
Dude,
and
you're spoiling me.
It's not DLC. It's not. But you get to take
la 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 la.
Dicks everywhere.
Okay, that's enough of the whole dick conversation. I'm kidding.
So many dicks flying.
Sounds like a Peacemaker episode.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was so cool. Oh man. No, I really like
Mike. We got some more gifties we could throw out. Come on.
Oh goodness.
I got you guys.
So golly though, what a terrific time it was to revisit this. And there's never a bad time for me to revisit the Evil Dead franchise. And like I said, I felt guilty because I'm trying to explain to my girl like my favorite thing on earth. And it's like, stop trying to sell her on something that you know she doesn't like, you fucking putz. Just be quiet. she's gonna let you enjoy it, and that's fine.
Of course.
But golly, did I love Ash. I love Pablo and Kelly. I love the progression of the story and how they just blended this together. And when they first said that this series was going to be a thing, I'm like, oh, okay, well, how's this going to go? And then you hear that they're bringing in 2 young sidekicks, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, that's a big concern because we've always been familiar with just Ash Williams, Bruce Campbell. It's like, what are we doing here? You're bringing in some new people to tag along? Great. But by the end of the season, it's like, you know what? This works because it's all about him accepting I need help.
Yeah. Really? I mean, you feel that by the end of the first or second episode by the latest. But I want to say by the third, where he tells them, you know what? I'm still alive because of you guys.
Yeah.
I think that probably means something. Like you very, very quickly accept Pablo and Kelly and the idea of the Ghost Beaters team. And you're just kind of like, I'm here for this. This is a great show. This is a great concept. It is way, way better than anything I could have hoped for.
I would agree because this turned out way better. Like, I knew it was coming. They were promoting it very well on Stars and across the board. Like, hey, Ash versus Evil Dead, we're going to get a true continuation of the franchise now. And I was excited. And then after the very first episode, it's like, yes, this is exactly what I freaking want. It's got the gore. And Sam Raimi even directed the very first episode.
Yeah.
So, cool. Like, you knew the stamp of approval was on this. It's like, okay, the core crew and creative people and the cast, they all were like, this is it. And they bring back original cast here and there throughout the show too. So it's even better. And I think they tie it in exceedingly well. I think they did a fantastic job on this first season. in that first episode, if you were won over by the first episode, you ain't gonna like the show, period. Because it's got everything you want out of Evil Dead. It's got Ash with Bruce Campbell. You got the new characters, and you got blood, gore, demons, and deadites galore. And a goddamn Hellcat Dodge Charger or Challenger. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the body count, like no one outside of the core cast is safe. Everyone dies.
Exactly.
And again,
nobody's safe.
That's part of Evil Dead. Like, you only think so and so's going to be safe, or you really like that person, so they're going to be safe. No, not at all. Or that's a famous person, they must be safe. No, not at all.
Nope, not at all.
That's usually a good indicator that they're going to get fucked over first, or the worst. Samara.
Oh no, don't invoke her name. I like Samara, and she got totally screwed over in this show.
I missed where she died. What happened to her in the last episode?
Well, basically they did the Zool thing from Ghostbusters. They hauled her.
Oh.
And closed the door as they hauled her off to whatever they were going to do with the red light. And then they slammed the door shut. And that's the last we ever saw of Samara Weaving.
That's right. Lame.
Sorry, Hugo. You can't be an Evil Dead now, bro.
Is that his kid?
I think it is.
Neat.
I will look that up quick. Samara Weaving. Because after this, she actually, her career like kind of took off after this freaking movie. And then she did the movie Mayhem with Stephen Yeun. Which is a fun movie. I like that movie.
I've heard. I've just not.
She did The Babysitter.
And Ready or Not, right?
And then Ready or Not, which really set her off.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so yep. Let's see. Oh, this is movies. TV shows. Ash vs. Evil Dead, 2015 to 2016. She did like a couple episodes, but she had been doing some work before that. But it wasn't until 2017 that her career started to really take off with Mayhem.
Now I want to go find that. I like Stephen Yeun. I didn't want to see.
That's a good movie. I do like that one.
He just doesn't do bad work. He just doesn't.
No.
I don't know. I like him. And I don't think she does either. And the funny thing is what really, really set her off is a picture of her from this show. It was one of the makeup tests got appropriated for some political thing and saying that she was like, I don't know, like a war refugee or a victim of something. And Bruce Campbell's like, no, it's not. That's Samara Weaving. That's on our set. And he showed pictures and everything. And it just like went totally viral. And everyone's like,
oh my God.
Yeah. And so then everyone really kind of, studios really kind of took a notice of her right then and there. Because her face was all over like Variety and stuff like that. And so everyone's like, oh, okay. And then she's got a most beautiful face. And she's a great actor. So, yeah, she took off after that. And I'm really, really glad. So, thank you, Misappropriation.
Yep. Thank you, Samara. You did a fantastic job in Ash vs. Evil Dead for the 2 or 3 episodes you were in. And you did a great job with Dana. Just saying. I thought they had some great chemistry. And I thought we were going to have like a group of 4. Like when they're talking about ghost beaters, I actually honestly thought, first time I saw this show, I'm like, she'd actually be all right as long as her bones heal up.
I thought Dana was gonna kill her.
That would have been pretty okay too.
Telling her,
although she did kick her head later.
Well, he's got a girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, me.
That was cute though. Oh my God! Speaking of her bones. Watching her fly into that fucking tree trunk and then seeing the compound fracture in her tibia, you're just kind of like, okay, that's gross.
Yeah, they did the practical effects like a little too good in this freaking show.
Consider the source, man. They've always been top notch for Evil Dead. Like,
And
good
some
Lord.
things are like CGI, like the over exaggerated blood splatters. That's probably the only complaints you'll ever hear from me and like Kevin is about like you can tell the CGI blood versus the real blood.
Yes, but they don't tend to use a lot of CGI blood. The CGI blood usually only occurs in like at the beginning intro, where there's like a big splash.
That or gunshots kind of thing. Like with like what they do in The Walking Dead, it's the same damn thing. It's like you shoot ahead, it half explodes. Oh, hey, there goes the brain matter and the blood everywhere. Okay.
The
that I
arterial
get. Be safe. I don't want anybody getting hurt. So
I guess. Yeah.
wow,
At least not
you
on this
sound
show.
so disappointed you over there, you little shit.
As long as it's not somebody I care about, like I have
Okay, so
interest.
they can shoot Ray, but they can't shoot Dana. Gotcha.
I like Ray. I like the core cast. I even liked Samara. She was not part of the core cast, but I liked her too.
Mm-hmm.
I liked Amanda. Fisher was awesome.
You just wanted to smoke out of a shotgun with Dana.
I would totally do that. I would totally do that. That's fucking awesome. I'd probably do that even without Dana, but that's fucking awesome.
That is one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen in this show was like smoking pot out of a shotgun, which made like no sense to me like at all because I'm not proficient in that stuff.
It would take a little doing, and you'd it would take a little doing. You'd really have to make sure that there was some sort of filter so you don't like huff the weed up into. You just wouldn't want to suck it up through the barrel.
I hate to even, this is going to sound dirty, but shouldn't you clean the pipes before you do something like that?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I mean, you always want to keep your gun clean, but if you have like gun cleaner in there, like that's supposed to, you know, be flammable too. So, like, you do need to let it air out for a little bit, I imagine.
Kevin, sex on pipes confirmed, everybody.
No, I like gun cleaner. It smells good.
And it blows well.
It's gone from suck to blow.
Sick to blow. Now, Kevin, now this is part of a new part of our show that we get into. Or do you have any interesting memories from the first time you watched this before we get into our episode breakdown?
Oh, gosh. So the first time I tried to watch this, I think was with my brother. And I saw just like maybe 2 minutes of it. And I don't even remember what episode it was. It was not the pilot. I had no idea what was going on. And I stepped away because I didn't want to watch just something and catch a spoiler.
Sure.
So I didn't see it until it came out on DVD. And I got the first DVD set to season 1 when it came out. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I made my ex-wife watch it with me. And even she was like, "Oh my God, this show is intense." And I'm like, yeah. I'm like that. Because again, the pilot, like if it doesn't grab you, nothing will. It's just a damn good show or episode. But like it's I remember watching it mostly in bed with my ex-wife and just really, really being thankful for it and being surprised and appreciative of how much care that they took with this franchise and making it so continuous. Yeah. So that one, yes. So continuous with the original movies. Like it really fits in there with the exception of calling him El Jefe. Like everything else fits and it's perfect. I love it. Are you showing off all the goods?
Damn straight. I'm not gonna go full Monty with the whole collection. I got an Ash versus Evil Dead, but this is basically the backup DVD set or Blu-ray set. So when my first set kind of goes, I have a backup. And this has got Evil Dead 1 and 2 and the TV show. It does not have Army of Darkness, but I have that separately over on the other shelf.
I have each of them a couple times over, I think, with the exception of the first movie.
And then I got some NECA figures kind of around over here, but like
NECA, God bless him.
You got one I could show immediately. The other ones I have to like unbury, but
ooh. Neat.
Huzzah, baby.
I like that.
I got that like immediately the second I saw it. And that's got a lenticular cover on it too. So it's like, I'm not getting rid of that one.
Yeah, no. I liked that original cover. It was cool.
Then I got that death whistle from like Skeeter, and I'm like, God, where do I put that damn thing? Yeah, next to Evil Dead stuff.
Yeah. Scare away the Deadites.
I dare not whistle that. It'll set everybody off in this house. All the cats and dogs will go, boo.
Huh. Well, I'm not doing anything. Sorry. I've got just the one dog, but the bitchy babies and the ex-wife, so.
Yeah, screw them.
Yeah. Blow on it!
They can all suffer in true Evil Dead fashion.
Yeah, baby! God, the one-liners are just amazing. Like,
oh my God, the whole dialogue and everything out of this show is like, sometimes you wonder, is that improv or did Bruce give him the Iggy, like, keep the scene going and we'll cut it out if it doesn't work.
Yeah, like where Kelly tells Ash, that's awesome. Yes, and as you'll notice, as is everything else I do. But
oh my God, wasn't there a theory at one point that like Kelly was actually loosely like the daughter of Ash at one point?
She was going to be, yes.
Oh my God.
That was going to be the case.
We'll have to ask Data about that because I don't remember that like at all.
Yeah. They started really hinting in the second season that she was the female Ash. Like she was a Hefe as well. Like she was a badass motherfucker. And
she is.
Yeah, and come season 3, they were going to, I think, do the time thing or the time travel thing where you find out where he went 30-0 with that baby, except for no, I'm sorry, he went back in time and met Kelly's mom when Kelly's mom and dad were having a fight at a diner. That's what it was.
God.
And he fucks Kelly's mom.
Before we get to season 2, I'm going to do a lot more research so I'm a little more prepared when we talk to her.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but Kelly was at one point going to be his daughter. And I think that would have been the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. And instead they went with another daughter.
And that's okay.
And thanks, Bob. We appreciate you screwing everything up.
Yeah, sorry. Tappert.
Hey, we know you got to keep your wife happy, but come on, bro.
Lucy's the bomb.
I love Lucy. Don't get me wrong on that one. But when they got rid of the showrunner after 2 seasons and he was doing a damn fine job, it's like, what the hell are you doing over here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand because
there was just a disagreement on some level, and that was not the right way to go. You could have found a middle ground, kept them on board. You could have figured out another story otherwise. I'm just saying, you could have figured it out, but you didn't.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that when we hit season 3. So
yes, exactly. Exactly. But I will say this about that before we jump into the episodes is I liked Kelly and Pablo enough that I was upset that they weren't in the new movies that came out. They weren't in Evil Dead Rise. I was like, really? They kind of deserve that. They palled around with Ash for 3 fucking years and lived. Like, they deserve to be out there on the road still in this universe, kicking ass and taking names.
Well, when you do end up seeing Evil Dead Rise, you'll understand why they probably wouldn't have fit that movie very well. When we see Evil Dead, what is it, Burns next year?
Yeah.
That might be the time where I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Because they've always had this loose affiliation with the multiverse of some sorts where things are from different movies and different facets of Evil Dead are all going to come back together at some point.
Yeah.
I know Bruce is like, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing that again. Bro, you came back and you did this show for 3 seasons. I think you'd come back for one more movie, a nice budget, and a good passing of the torch to somebody else like Pablo and Kelly. I think he would do that. I know he would do an animated sort of spin-off.
Oh, sure.
Like, he could definitely do the voice till the end of time. But I think if you could get him back for one more thing to pass the torch, Pablo Kelly or whatever, I think we could get one more time with him. It doesn't have to be the whole freaking movie. It could be a cameo in the damn movie, but it will at least pass the torch proper.
Oh, sure. Sure.
And Hades didn't do that, but they did use his voice in it.
Yeah, and kind of his silhouette at the end.
Well, that was the kind of like implication that he was the one who picked up the girl at the end of the movie.
Oh.
That was, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat or in the comments down below, but the implication was it was him who picked up the girl at the very end of Evil Dead Remake. Oh. And they were going to tie that into a multiverse sort of thing.
I love the explanation on the video game on how that family came into ownership of the Nobi cabin. They're like, well, because in the remake, that was their family's cabin. And you're like, right. Well, what about the Nobis? Well, in the video game, the family bought it from the Nobis.
Yep. End of story.
Makes perfect sense. Yep. All done. Like, carry on. Made sense.
Simple. And the game is considered canon, actually.
Yeah, and it's, as long as you're not playing with other people, it's a lot of fun.
Tell us about it. We were trying to get that going for like a game stream on our channel, and we were like, man, they keep nerfing one side or the other, and then we couldn't figure out schedules, and it's like,
and then like it took forever to fucking get a match going with anybody because people were getting so tired of the bullshit.
And it's going to go the same way as Friday the 13th went, where you have to figure out some weird private lobbies somehow.
They ought to just make it so you could play by yourself and still level up, and they won't do that. And so I've just stopped playing it. Like, Saber Games can kind of kiss my ass. They've fucked up everything I've ever really enjoyed. Like, the Ghostbusters remake, they put it out and it was nice, but they didn't do the multiplayer. Like, we're still waiting for that multiplayer to come out like 10 years later. And then this, it's like they couldn't figure out how to just make the game fun. And the DLC was way too expensive. You pay for the deluxe edition, and then they're still charging you for the DLC. You're like, wait, what? No, fuck you.
And Solomon, it's on PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
Yeah. But the missions, the solo missions, and then the ability to play by yourself with AI characters, because it's you're running around with 3 other characters. Yep. It is still a lot of fun. I mean, you are still, shooting deadites, bludgeoning them, whatever, looting, which looting is my favorite part. It's a lot of fun, and the not special effects, the sound effects are top notch. The sound of the shovel hitting a head is probably the most satisfying thing you'll hear all day. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. I like the game. It's just, man, they kept screwing around with nerfing everybody.
Yeah. And it was too expensive for what it was, and the fun factor was not there for what they were doing. It was fun, but not fun enough.
Yeah. Well, you can say the same about Friday the 13th game, Predator Hunting Grounds, the Killer Clowns game. It's all the same damn problem across the board.
Yeah, I do not like asymmetrical horror games. I don't. Like, the only one I'm decent at is Ghostbusters.
The only one I was decent at was Friday the 13th, and I got sick of that after a while. I never platinumed that, and I wanted to. I got within like 3 or 4 trophies. And I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to complete like 1,313 games as Jason.
1,300 games. Jesus Christ.
1,313 games as Jason. And you had to do it all online. It could not be in private lobbies or solo lobbies.
Fuck that. I hate other people.
I was like, I'm done with this game. And I tried to platform on that, or farm with other people on that one, and it only helped out to a point.
Fair enough. I don't know. Those aren't for me. I like single player. I play video games because I'm antisocial.
Yep. That's why we like RoboCop and shooting dicks off.
That's true. And my VR helmet, because God bless, I love it. I got me a mech.
Got you a mech, Kevin. And on that note, this might be a good time as any to switch us over to some episode reviews, unless you got some other thoughts.
No. Let's go ahead and hit start it.
All right. El Jefe, the pilot. 3 decades of relative calm are shattered when an act of stoned stupidity, yep, he was stoned, unleashes deadite mayhem back into the life of the braggart Ash Williams. And poor boy, he wanted to get high and read some poetry to a girl, and boy, did he open up that Necronomicon, and he spread them legs wide open.
Yeah, that didn't end well for her.
No, it did not, but I did appreciate when he was going into the bar at the beginning of the episode, and he throws the dart, and it completely misses the board, and it hits a dollar bill, and he's acting all badass after that. I'm like, I was sold in like 5 minutes of this episode, I swear to God, from the first time I saw it to the 100 times I've seen this episode. Gets me every time. Boom.
It really does get better every time because it's just the little things. And the older you get, the closer you get to middle age, the more you're just kind of like, fuck, I understand that.
Shut up, Kevin.
Yep. My belly sticks out like that too. Yep. Last pair of dentures. I get that too.
Hey, Justin. You're on.
Well.
You haven't gotten your YouTube back? Do we need to shoot some motherfuckers up at a YouTube, or what do we got to do over there, brother?
We need to get him another email address.
Oh, he's probably got an alt account. I'm not too worried about him. But if you need any help, brother, we got you.
We do. We're always down for a little larceny.
And fucking shit up.
Yeah, that's true. I get fucked up too.
This is probably why we haven't over 7,100 subs on YouTube, because we keep fucking around.
But that's
We're
part of
getting
our
there,
fun.
10 away. So if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed to us, please do.
Click like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. Spread us around like herpes.
Yep, because that's what Ash vs. Evil Dead does to everybody. We spread it around like herpes.
Like herpas.
But we have fun while we're doing it.
I think so. Like I'm never
No
really
lube though.
happier.
No lube.
That's season 2.
Oh my god, I'm in the butt. I got Kevin.
He's got to fight a monster colon.
The sperm bank.
That was just goddamn good television is what that was. Like it was shocking. It was smart.
You're fucking crazy, bro.
It was absolutely insane. It was so
This
brilliantly
whole show
acted.
is completely unhinged, and I absolutely love every second of it.
Yeah, and the only one that's normal is Ash. Like he is the one that brings everything to normal. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this. I can't." Yeah, I know that all the time. Sometimes you just got to cut somebody's head off and be done with it.
Yep, sometimes I got to be a badass to save the day. I'd rather not, but I guess that's what I got to do.
Yeah. And he knows he's going to suffer no ramifications for it because he is the chosen one. And so he just goes around fucking killing everything. It's wonderful.
Killing everything and slaying and crushing the puss, so to speak.
Trying to anyway.
Well, as long as it involves some weed and some poetry for one girl, and the other girl, hey, I threw my hand in front of a train to save a kid with my hand.
With my hand.
Hey, the bar's closing in 10 minutes, bro. Yeah, I got this. Just give me a drink and 2 of whatever she's having. We'll be done in 10 minutes. No problem. And off to the bathroom they go within like a minute.
That was like his pickup skills were amazing because she wanted nothing to do with his ass.
Super Casanova.
Yeah, and he still had that ass like within 5 minutes.
Oh, and the fact that she went to Deadite mode and then changed back to human mode, and she's like, I never finished. Well, I guess I could finish too. And it kept going. It's like, bro, after the evil phase, I don't know if I could have gotten it back up. Just to be fair.
Yeah.
That might have been too much, but for Ash, ain't no problem. He can do it.
Yeah, right. He's seen worse.
He's banged worse.
Yeah, Linda.
Yeah, Linda. We'll see you soon, Sweet Pea.
That's right. He talked about how that did not actually happen.
Yeah. Hey, as long as Sweet Jacksonville was in the picture.
Jacksonville. I'm glad that had a payoff in season 2.
Yes, well, at the end of this season and the beginning of season 2.
Yes, and we'll get there when we get to the final episode. But actually, I didn't care for it. I understand it, I get it, and I appreciate it because it is Evil Dead. It's not a happy ending. It's a what the fuck ending.
Yep.
Okay.
That's basically how all the movies went, so it kind of tracks.
Yeah. So again, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like there was no big fight. He just did what Ash does, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm out. I'm gonna take my tribe, and I'm heading out."
And can I get gas money to go with it?
That was awesome.
And I want $10,000 in cash. I'm not an ATM or a bank. Gas money? And she's like, okay, gas money?
Ruby's just fucking awesome.
Lucy was fantastic as foil for Ash in this show.
And that's what I told Jen. Like, Lucy is Bruce's perfect foil. And then
she's
perfect friend. Yeah, she's his perfect foil and perfect friend in the same show. Like, just so cool. And I love it. And I love how they play her off as being a Nobi, being Annie Nobi's sister.
Initially.
Yeah. And you're just kind of like, oh, okay. And that was
kind of makes sense.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're able to buy that because, you don't know how many of them there were, but they swerve the audience and they deceive you in that regard because they can, and it was so well done.
Well, they left breadcrumbs here and there. They didn't leave them all over the damn place. Like,
Yeah.
they weren't spelling this out for you, but they were at least letting you know something's a little different with this chick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got fucking superpowers. She's flying through the air. She's
She's got Ash's old hand.
Yeah, she's picking deadites up, fucking square in the air and like power slamming them like she's Brock Lesnar. You know,
F5.
Kind of, yeah. Like she's just like straight up crippling people that are already dead.
Whooping ass. And Lucy looked gorgeous in this, by the way. Like,
Yes.
I've always been a fan of Lucy Lawless, like, but she's a good actress, and I've seen her in Spartacus and Xena and everything else. She's fantastic in this show. It feels like she gets to spread her wings just a little bit on the rougher side for a character.
Yeah, she did.
And I thought it was, and she got to drive a goddamn Hellcat, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah, and she got to shoot a bunch of people. She got to shoot a bunch of different things in general.
Kick people's asses.
Kick people's asses. Burn people. Torch them. Get torched. That was kind of awesome too.
Ooh, it smells like bacon in here.
It smells like bacon. Crackling bacon. So, but she was great.
Bacon. But no, this first episode, it does set up the story very well. It gets to the point pretty quick, and it fleshes it out within about, I want to say this episode's about 37 minutes long-ish. It's a bit on the longer side, but Sam directed it. It's got the blood, it's got the gore, it's got the humor you want out of a show that's related to the Evil Dead universe. Like, they knew what they were doing, and they had a plan, and they dialed it in. And I think this first episode's great. It sets up all the new characters, and we even get Mr. Roper at the Smart.
Mr. Roper.
Which is a total reference to Three's Company. I completely saw that a million miles away.
Yes, but the put the fucking light bulbs over there.
Oh,
that
God
kills me every time.
Picks up the light bulbs and they all go flying out the back.
Yeah, and then he tries to sweep them under the pallet.
And then walk away and then crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah, like it's not even remotely swept or cleaned. He just tries a little, very
and 6
little.
minutes later, Mr. Roper's like, bring those light bulbs back here now.
Okay, Mr. Roper. And I love that Ash has more seniority over Mr. Roper. He's got more tenure.
It was so funny. God. And Mr. Roper was cast very appropriately. Excellent work from everybody involved in that.
Yes.
And then we get into episode 2. Bait. Special Agent Fisher tracks Ash. Pablo gets his first taste of blood and a manic battle. And a revelation changes Kelly's life forever because we get tuned into her dad. Mommy is back from the grave.
This was fun. This was where we're first starting to see Kelly still.
Yep. And allegedly she stole the book, the Necronomicon, and she really didn't. It was actually, Pablo forgot it was actually in the trailer the whole time.
Yep. And he lied to Ash to get Ash to go after Kelly and save her from her mom.
Certain death.
Yeah, certain death. And the way they bust in there was just gangbusters, and it was amazing. And
they kick the freaking door down and break everything down.
Yeah, and Pablo, he's all for it because, of course, he knows that there's such a thing as evil, and he got to see what had happened at the S-Mart, and with Mr. Roper. But when they get to Kelly's still the girl next door. And yeah, doesn't want Ash anywhere near her life in general. He's a weird, creepy old man. perverted, creepy old man. She likes Pablo as a friend, but really, like, you guys go. I got my mom back. I don't need your guys' bullshit right now.
I'm good.
Yeah, and unfortunately for her, golly, life just did not go that way.
Yep,
No,
mom was a total psycho.
Yep, mom was a psycho, was fucking with Ash, kills dad, tries to tempt Dana or to tempt Kelly, and you're just kind of like, oh, this scene is so awesome.
Well, I like how Pablo's like, can you at least be polite? Oh, I'll be polite right up until I'm rude.
Right. Because he just knows that people don't come back from the dead with amnesia. Like, that just doesn't happen.
And he was spot on. Like, he kept goading her and goading her and goading her, and finally she cracked.
Yep. Because he knew that they can't hold themselves for so long. Like, they have to be shitheads. Yep. They really do. They have to cause some sort of chaos or discomfort, fear. And the mom was what, chewing on an eyeball?
Something like that, yep.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, El Brujo was chewing on an eyeball. That's what that was.
El Brujo, grab her.
She was doing something like gross that Ash was able to see, and everyone's like, what are you talking about?
Well, what are you talking about?
But it worked really, really well. And I liked the fight. I liked Kelly getting to see not so much that her dad got killed, but she got to see
some resolution for the character.
Well, she got to see what happens when you ignore the evil. And that's what happened to Ash in the first two movies. Well, not the first two, the Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. He ignores it and tries to run away, and nothing good ever happens. And now Kelly and Pablo both have to do the same thing in order to be where Ash is. They have to try to run away and suffer the consequences for that. And they both do.
Consequences with whips and chains.
Whoosh. Whoosh. I like it.
And let's see. Episode 3, Books from Beyond. They finally get to the bookstore where they are trying to determine and figure out a translation for the Necronomicon and to find a exit passage, so to speak, to put a bottle on everything again. And Pablo and Kelly help detain the cop. So sorry, Amanda, you just got busted by the Ghost Beaters for life.
That was fucking awesome. Oh shit, I just knocked out a cop.
Yep. And they're both like, yeah, we're totally screwed here. That was a great part of the third episode. I found it highly enjoyable, and I love the bookstore owner just being like totally in tune with, oh, I would like to look at this further. I'm a big fan of the dark arts, and please let me put my gloves on so we can start deciphering this and invoking a demon.
Yeah, and they're trying to get him to rationalize, like, clearly you don't want this, or you realize this is a bad idea. He's like, I've spent my entire life waiting to find this. And they're like, okay, goodbye.
Goodbye. No, that was pretty damn good. So I enjoyed a lot of that aspect, and I like the fact that the bookstore owner was like, oh yeah, I've known about this thing for about a few years, and I've been planning for something like this. So it was nice to see that kind of like forethought.
And it was a nice set too.
Oh, like hell yeah.
The bookstore set was actually really cool.
Just don't break the line, Kevin.
That was cool. I love shit like that. Where summoning Elegus and have him stuck in this circle of salt. It's an older shtick,
right?
Or trope, whatever you want to call it. But man, did they use it well in this? You know, with the, oh no, it wasn't that he got too close, is that Ash slipped, because that's Ash. You know, or I'm sorry, he slipped because Amanda shot at him. But
Amanda's always shooting at him.
Yeah, because she a dumbass.
She crazy.
She crazy. She is. She doesn't really know how to deal with her feelings.
Right. Which is unfortunate, but ultimately it pays off in a later episode where that kind of makes sense. I guess.
We'll talk about that.
Episode 14, Ruby helps Fisher and reveals her family's connection to the Evil Dead. Pablo brings Ash to his shaman uncle Abrujo, who may be able to help. And I like this because we get the Ruby connection to some of the Dark Lords and whatever else is going on behind the scenes that they're not telling us quite yet.
Yeah, and even though you're just getting the tip of the iceberg with the Dark Ones and everything else, you are getting that familiarization with Evil Dead 2. Oh, this is Anobi. This is, and then it even mentions my mom, dad, my sister. Okay,
Yep.
and that's all from Evil Dead 2. So again, there are your references to Evil Dead 2. Not Army of Darkness in this one per se, but most certainly Evil Dead 2. And it actually felt good. Weird, but good. Of going, oh, okay, they're bringing it back to the the original stories. And eventually you see, okay, maybe that's true, maybe it's not, but they still use that in order to take you back to the original stories by the end of the show. And you're just kind of like, wow, that was really well done.
Yep.
That was a long story.
Nothing wrong with that. It's a good story. And just seeing like what we're going to potentially or potentially not be getting, like, I would like to see a little bit more, but
and this was the first time we ever got to see the evil.
Yeah, like that's true.
The evil that's basically the POV camera. We get to see the cloud, the demon cloud, for the first time. You're just kind of like, oh man, that's cool. I'm not even sad that it's just a cloud. That just looked cool. Like it's picking up cars and throwing it and shit. It was way awesome.
Yep. Let's see here.
San Francisco rush hour fog.
Oh, God, San Francisco rush hour fog. Yeah, let's see here. I think that puts us on episode 4. Ruby helps Fisher and reveals her family's connection to the Evil Dead. She's quote unquote Anobi. Pablo brings Ash to his shaman uncle Abrujo, who may be able to help. What I like about this is at the beginning of the episode is the whole chase scene from the Evil Dead following the airstream and the Delta, and then they finally get to the uncle's property and it hits like a brick wall at the gate. So I thought that was super awesome for an idea.
Yeah, because it had all the talismans around and the protections. You're just kind of like, neat. And then Pablo's even pointing them all out, and you see just like some of it was crafted, other was like shrunken heads or animals and stuff like that. And you're like, that's creepy and fun. I kind of dig that. Thank you.
And also sort of things that he was not helping his uncle with from time to time. He would just help out randomly here and there instead of helping out with everything that needed to be taken care of.
Yeah, because Pablo was a lazy kid and he didn't believe in any of that shit.
No, he did not. And ultimately, this is a good character development for Pablo because he ends up starting to assert himself a little bit more after this. So I appreciate the fact that they took this moment to do that. They didn't need to take nearly as long to get there, but they figured it out creatively. And I have no problem with this particular episode.
No, this is a great episode. I really, really like this one. Brujo was an absolute awesome character. The dynamic between he and Pablo was really good. Like you said, seeing how Pablo had run away from his problems, and now you're going to see what that brings Pablo. You know, he ran away from becoming a Brujo himself, had he probably stayed and done that, he would have been able to save his uncle or help save his uncle. But as it is, Pablo was relatively helpless in order to help stop Brujo from getting backhanded and killed by Eligos.
Right.
So, but this was a lot of fun. Dana got to do a lot of different things in this episode, as far as you start to see her feeling sick and hearing Eligos's voice, and she starts acting weird and nutty. So this was a good precursor as to what was going to happen next in the next 2 episodes.
Well, that was the strength of this show in general, was being able to do that for like several episodes in a row. And it kept the momentum going. It kept the interest going in the intrigue. Like there was enough here to really latch into at this point, because the characters were outstanding and the story was excellent.
Yeah, agreed. And everything was stunning to look at, even when it was horrific. Like,
like all the imagery was fantastic.
Yeah, all the stuff.
I almost wonder if the double overtime people trying to chase down everybody ultimately ended up getting paid or not.
Hopefully.
Well, that could have been bad.
Well, you know.
Just saying. All right. So that was episode. My mouse is
that was 4, so we should be on 5, which is the host.
Yep, the host. Kelly's current state puts others in jeopardy. Ash reveals a new side to his character, and Pablo makes a bold move. This is where we find out Kelly's been possessed by Eligos, and he starts trying to really screw with her mind and get her to confess to locations and where the babies are and everything else in between.
Yeah, this was fun, and I feel bad because this is where Dana had to start wearing the black contact lenses.
But she also got to wear the nice purple shirt with the nice little brassiere underneath.
Yeah. I'm a weak man. I can't help that.
We're all a bunch of pussies over here. Come on.
You know. But this was cool because they've got Ash gagged throughout the majority of the episode. And that's what causes everyone to get fucked up, is they just don't listen to Ash.
Yep.
And the fact that he's not even remotely acting possessed, he's sitting there talking back to them. You guys, you're fucking stupid. This is bullshit. Are you fucking serious? Really?
For reals.
Oh, but it was just goddamn funny. Listen to him. Like, tell them so very simply what is going on, and they're not listening to any of it.
No. and they never will, and they don't learn their lesson, and goodbye, everybody. You did.
Yeah, pretty much. Brujo buys the farm.
Brujo buys the farm, and Ray becomes the new Brujo.
That's true. And that was kind of a they dropped the ball on that one come later on. That where he's got to fight, what's his name? Ball.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to just like go full Brujo himself, and you're just kind of like, all right, we're finally getting to see Pablo do his shit. And that's not what happened at all. And you're just kind of like, all right, well, that had zero fucking payoff to it after 3 seasons. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. So, but yes, it was cool to see that get set up. Unfortunately, there just is no payoff to it in season 3.
Yeah, a lot of things they set up, they do try and resolve, but there's just so much like dangling in the rear view. Like, what are we doing here? Are we never going to get to this question or that question? Or this could be an easy way out for everybody, so you could kind of regather your thoughts and start attacking the Deadites again.
Well, come season 3, of course, you didn't have the same showrunner, so the continuity wasn't there.
Very true.
And the desire to have continuity most certainly was not there. So, I mean, I get it. Tappert. Sorry, I'm going to say that angrily every time I say his name from ever on now. Tappert.
Tappert?
He knows what Evil Dead is, and that's true.
He knows what he did.
He should. Season 3 was just not good.
I like season 3. It's the next couple of seasons. I'm like, what are we doing over here? And to speak about that, Kevin, let's get into the next episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Might as well. And that is the host. Kelly's current state puts others in jeopardy and reveals a new side to her character, and Pablo must make a choice. I think she used the whip almost immediately as soon as she got it from Ruby.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. But 5 was interesting. It's like 4, 5, and 6 is just one very, very long episode where they're trying to get this possession or exorcism done and taken care of. And it does go on a bit, but I don't feel like it goes on too long. It still felt comfortable. Because each time you feel like you're getting a resolution, something inevitably bad happens. Like in the last episode, he's winning, he's choking her out, but then in real life, he's choking out Kelly and they think he's killing her. So, even though he could have won and beaten the day then and there and actually saved Kelly, they stopped him from doing that. I'm just like, well, fuck. Damn it.
Yep.
It's frustrating.
Totally is, my brother. Totally is. But what is not frustrating is we did get a very consistent, very excellently written and directed and paced out season 1. I ain't gonna lie, I don't have much of a complaint about season 1, like, at all. As we get to the next season and season 3, okay, you're going to start hearing me complaining a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe. I don't have a whole lot of complaints to season 2. They really started with season 3. There was a lot that season 3 did that I liked, like bringing Cheryl back.
Yes.
But that was about it. Like having Ted still around, that was really awesome. Having Ted have had the hots for Cheryl, I liked that. That was really cool. It made it seem like, they even said he was supposed to be at the cabin that night, but he got stuck having to work or some bullshit. But he was going to be Cheryl's date. And you're like, oh, wow, okay, that all makes sense. That's cool. Sorry, but that has nothing to do with this episode.
No, it does not.
Nope, not a single at all.
Nope. But on that note, let's see. We got Killer of Killers, episode 6. Ash knows what to do with the Necronomicon after having a drug-induced vision. Pablo and Kelly wants something. I am not sure what IMDb is doing on the synopsis on this one. Basically, Pablo and Kelly are there to kind of spy on everything because it's getting a little too suspicious for the delivery of the booze. And they do as best as they can. Ultimately, the greed wins out. People still keep going crazy. It made no difference trying to protect their car.
Yeah, but I really liked this episode, though. It had Kelly getting her just desserts, for lack of a better term, but not comeuppance. Like she actually got her dessert. She got to like just horrifically brutalize a deadite or two, cutting its face into deli thin slices, wailing away on it with the fucking with ye old fucking meat hammer and shit. It's like it was perfect. It was a great scene, and the fact that they stopped to show Ash and Pablo staring and being like, you know what, she totally needs this. That was just such a nice scene. And I'm sorry, going back one
potent.
previous, where they're doing the exorcism and Kelly pees herself, or Eligus makes Kelly pee herself. Like, Ash is so non-judgmental about it. He's like, well, we've all been there.
This is too true.
And then he totally comforts her about her, like doesn't let her know that it happened at all. You're just kind of like, big old softy. So, but then yeah, come Killer of Killers, she gets that cathartic moment, and he gets super proud of her for it. And it was just really, I love that scene. Just again, him and Pablo looking through the window of the double doors was just, it was a good shot.
Yep. Excellent progression with the characters. Excellent evolution of everybody. And let's see here. Episode 7, Fire in the Hall. Ash and Pablo and Kelly and Fisher arrive to the survivalist camp in the midst of chaos and must undergo extreme measures to engage the evil within. To Pablo and more revealed is Ruby's mission. So we get a little more tipped off to what Ruby the hell is doing, and she's really a Nolby, and she's just screwing around just to get to the secrets of everything.
Yeah. But now this was kind of fun, but you had to be old enough to be an Evil Dead fan to truly appreciate this episode. Because if you're, well, gosh, I'd say Solomon, you might be a good example of this. This episode came out long after the Michigan militias were popular in the news. Like, that was a big thing, and that's what this was a reference to. So I don't know, had you not actually seen that on the news at the time, if you didn't live in Michigan, would you have understood that reference about the Michigan militias? And Fisher talking about, oh, I know these kind of fucking assholes. They're rednecks and crazy, and they want to pretend to be Rambo. You're just kind of like, yes, we know them.
Indeed.
So, but yeah, they were, the Michigan militias were a group of rednecks, for lack of a better term, just like Amanda said, that didn't believe in the form of government at the time or in general. They didn't trust it. They wanted to be their own Minutemen, for lack of a better term. And they had their own compounds and stuff with a lot of ammo on it. And that made the government very antsy, because Waco had happened not so long before, I think, right? Or was Waco after?
My memory is a little fuzzy.
Yeah, I don't remember, but yeah, the FBI did not want to fuck around with that one. So, but anyways, that is what that was a reference to. I don't know if they're still a thing anymore.
I don't think so either. But
well,
I lost my spot.
We were on episode 7, Fire in the Butthole.
Yep. Guess we just did Killer of Killers.
Boothole.
Ash, Pablo, and Kelly and Fisher arrive at the survivalist camp. This is a fun episode, actually. In the midst of chaos, and must go to extreme measures to escape, and more is revealed of Ruby's mission. I think this episode is completely hilarious. And finally, Fisher comes around fully on board with what we're doing going forward. So I got a kick out of this and beating up some racist fools.
This was a lot of fun. And the choreographed fight scene with Fisher and Ash being handcuffed was pretty goddamn glorious.
Yes.
And the payoff to it being
with Lem.
With Lem, who's naked and covered in kerosene. You're just like, come drink with me. Nah, I'm good. I'm drying up.
He's all right.
He's all right. That really sucked for that dude, because he ran way the fuck out into the forest thinking he was going to get away.
Oh, no kidding.
No.
Dipshit.
Yeah.
Hey, I like the idiocy in this show at times. I ain't
Oh,
gonna lie.
100%. And everybody has a moment of it,
Oh, yeah.
with the exception of maybe Kelly.
Oh, yeah. She's not stupid. She's actually one of the smart ones. She may not
Yeah.
make the best decisions based off of that, but she is the most intelligent of the batch.
Yes. Yes, she is.
God, I like Fire in the Hole because of like the whole battle with Lem.
The battle
Oh,
with Lem
and Ray and Dana like just totally smoking the fool with their little shitty little truck.
when then Ray had to get the mask off the guy.
Just take the mask off. You can do it. No, I'm okay.
Oh God. And then fucking Dana finding out that she likes the M16. This got some punch.
She's totally an Ash girl.
Yeah. It was a heartwarming episode. The back half of this season is just amazing. The first half is fun. The last half, like you are biting
They
your
ramped
nail.
it the hell up.
Yeah. It's an easy binge.
Oh yeah.
The hard part is stopping.
This is correct. Because I had to go back multiple times.
That's fair. I rewound a few times.
I kept having too much fun and I wasn't making like any notes. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do too many clips. I'm just going to sit back and relax and enjoy the show.
That's fair. I mean, that's how we absorb it better.
It is.
That's the ticket.
Oh God, good episode. And then we got, let's see, episode 8, Ashes to Ashes. Ash must contend with more physical nightmares from his past before he can end the evil. Fisher faces a horrific change in Ash. So we get our lost left hand return back and grow a new body. So we get twins of Ash Williams one more time in this franchise. And he even makes a comment that I find appropriate. Like, man, you'd think this would get old, me dismembering my twin. I'm paraphrasing. That's not the exact comment, but he makes it very similar in that.
And the twin was good. Like, it was not as
was-
over the top as Evil Ash in Army of Darkness.
Yeah, they played that very well.
Yeah, he was
Goody little two shoes.
two shoes. It was fun. He was calculated and cold. He was just interesting, scarier, I think, than Evil Ash was.
Yeah, if they couldn't figure out a villain for the first season, that would have been probably the safe bet to go with was Evil Twin Ash, just to kick it off.
But they did a great job with that. The fight scene was amazing. The build up to the fight scene. Well, I'm sorry, the fight scene I think happens in the next one. This is where he fights with Amanda, and like you said, Ash is having the existential conflict with Linda out in the tool shed. And
oh, God, yeah,
fucking that was cool. Because I mean, you sit there and you see
get a little head out there, brother.
Yeah, the skull that had the chainsaw like mark in the top of it, and you're just kind of like, oh, and then of course it starts talking to him. You're like, yeah, he
Famous
wasn't
last words.
He wasn't getting out of there. No.
Nope, hell no.
So, but this was a lot of fun. And then of course Amanda buys the farm. Ash fucking messes her up. And then
Evil
the Deadites, Evil Ash, the Deadites kind of fix it. So she falls and impales herself on the deer antlers the same way that her partner was killed in the pilot episode.
Exactly.
And Ash is sitting there going,
Callback time.
What are the odds? And you're just kind of like, oh, that's fucked up. Again.
Hey, I thought it was pretty smart, actually.
Of course it was. But that's part of the cruelty of this show. Like they meant to do that from the very goddamn beginning.
Yep.
And they made you wait and wait and wait. And you built up a liking to her. You wanted to see her with Ash eventually. And then nope, we're going to do that callback to the first pilot episode where her partner gets killed, and we're going to kill her twice as horrifically. And then we're not going to let it stop there.
Yep. Bitch is
oh,
going to be
man.
gone, although she's going to haunt the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'd still let her haunt me. She was very pretty, even as a deadite.
I didn't mind her. She was pretty good for a deadite.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's an old lady at the end of Army of Darkness, but she'll do.
All right, I'll take your word for that, brother. Now, and if you get hooked up on an NBC special and you get caught in about 10 minutes, hey, that's totally on you.
WNBC.
WNBC. And let's see. Ashes to ashes. Ash must contend with more physical nightmares from his past before he can end the evil. Fisher faces a horrific change in Ash. Wait, didn't I just do that?
Yep, that was the one we just did. We were on Bound in Flesh.
Jesus Christ. Oh, that's why I did not highlight that properly. Okay. And Bound in Flesh. Ash finds himself in a battle with his greatest foe. Kelly and Pablo must make a decision on who to trust. This is basically choose which Ash you want to kill.
This was amazing.
And I thought that they figured that out very well, honestly, because it's like, yeah, you're the one with the most self-preservation. If you wanted to shoot, it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah, like the real Ash
Trying
is
to make
racist.
sense of it will make your mind explode, actually.
It was kind of messed up, but like they justified saying, well, you're racist, but not against Asians. And he's like, well, yeah, man, they make such great food.
Yeah, they kept using like racism and like things as against like, so how offensive is he versus how offensive is the fake one gonna be?
Yeah, and then you not wanting
And
to
I'm
sit
like,
and listen to
wait,
the bullshit.
that's how we're judging this? This is kind of funny, actually.
It was so good. So good. And it sounds adolescent, and I'm sure at
And
face
it is.
value it is, yes, but it's really goddamn smart because that's just how it was. Like, oh, they figured it out. Ash wouldn't do that. That's how they figured it out. Okay, that checks for me.
Yeah, that checks for me too. Although it is conspicuous that we lose Elagos like halfway through the season. I was like, yeah, we never see this guy like ever again.
Yeah, he's a pretty goddamn good villain. I liked him.
I thought so. It's like, man, you could have like how they constructed the season was a little weird, but at least you gave us like a mid-level demon that kind of kept screwing around with everybody for a bit.
Yeah, red herring, if you will.
Yeah. And then you finally get to, oh no, we're going back to the cabin. Oh shit, that's where we're going. That's the true big bad right there is the cabin.
Yep. Because everything it all goes to the cabin. Like the Nobis were not the bad guys. The cabin was infecting everything, including the Nobis. And you're just kind of like, wow. And they just
permeating evil.
Yeah, like it was like a hellmouth was inside of that basement and was just
Kind of
growing
was.
and growing and growing. And it was
And
so
spawning a
goddamn
Freddy
good.
Krueger glove. Just saying.
And the Hills Have Eyes posters.
Yep.
We caught it. Which is, again, another one of the things we absolutely love about Wes Craven and Sam Raimi is the fact that they would love to flirt with each other in their movies, but never actually got to work together.
Yep. Big Papa Pump is not your hookup. Don't holler if you hear me.
I would love
it's a
to see
good
it.
episode. I love every episode so far. We go from like the bookstore geek to Elagos to Ruby to basically all the way to this point in time with the cabin and how the cabin's just screwing with everybody. Totally checks for like we're getting our own like trilogy out of this season. It's like this is like the movie we really wanted, even though it's really not a movie, it's a TV show. But we're getting that extended story from Evil Dead through Army of Darkness, and then here we go, picking it back up again.
Yeah, and it works very well.
And it's satisfying is what it is.
It is. You don't feel like, oh, well, this is made for TV, so they're toning down Evil Dead. No, they're not at all. Not at all. In fact, they ramp it up a little bit.
And that's a 33% and 1/3 chance of victory at Samoa Joe. That spells disaster for you, brother.
You doing Steiner math?
Hells yeah. This is Nostalgia Live. This is what we do over here.
Nerds.
Total nerds. And then we get into the dark one, the final episode of this season. During a last-ditch effort to rid the world of the evil, Ash receives an offer that could change his life forever. It's basically, do you want to go to Jacksonville? I'll pay your gas for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then get the hell out of here. Let me control everything. I got the Necronomicon you carved up for me. It's now mine. I wrote the damn thing. I will keep a lid on everybody. I'm not going to destroy the world. We just want to control the world. But this is the deal. I got the book. You go to Jacksonville.
Yeah. And he's kind of like, okay, whatever.
Done.
Truce. We take it.
She's like looking at him like, wait, really? I love the look on her face. Like, you're really that fucking cheap, bro? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, he gets what he wants out of the deal. At least he thought
Except
he was
for $10,000.
Except for $10,000. But he got his kids, he got his car, and he got to go to Jacksonville. So everything worked out. Pablo was safe. Kelly was safe. It all worked.
End of the road.
But it happens so abruptly that you're just kind of like, wait, what did I just miss?
I know, right?
Oh, okay then.
It's in there in the car, like, let's go to Jacksonville.
And they're sitting there telling him, no, we can't do that. Oh, yeah, we're doing it. Let's do it. Come on. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yep. And I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was so typical of like Ash Williams.
Yes, it was. And that's where, like I said, I didn't necessarily like it per se. I'm comfortable with it, but I appreciate that is an Evil Dead ending. That is an Ash Williams thing to do. Copping out and taking a mild truce until however long, just so you don't have to deal with it, is Ash's way to. That's an Ashism. I don't want to have to deal with it.
Yep.
So, but again, this was a good capper on the season. I really liked it. I didn't feel like anything was left out or forgotten.
Come on.
Yeah, I just had a good ass time with it. And like I said, I'm never unhappy talking about seasons 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, no. Like I absolutely love these first 2 seasons. I even like season 3. I know you're a bit more like on that because of what went down. But honestly, these first 2 seasons are just so much fun and enjoyable. It's like if we never got any more Evil Dead, I would just continually on repeat play the movies and then this show and be totally happy with what I got.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, because it's all top notch. It was not watered down because it was a TV show, like we said. Like
right.
It's kind of a lot elevated from Army of Darkness. So Army of Darkness was the lull. That's what could be on TV any given point in time with no editing.
And that's how I first saw that movie, actually.
Oh, really?
Yep, on TV. So when we talk about Army, I'll be like, yeah, so my first introduction to Evil Dead was, Evil Dead 2 was, I have the DVD tin set around here somewhere. Ooh. But the first Evil Dead I didn't see till like way after Army of Darkness. So I watched things like completely out of order.
Yeah, I want to say the first one I watched was Army of Darkness, then Evil Dead 2, and then years later was Evil Dead.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, I watched that all wrong, but I still like it.
Oh darn.
Yeah. Darn it, I watched them individually. Well, the thing is like I grew up loving Bruce Campbell because of Army of Darkness. I saw that in the theater, and it taught me like I friggin' love this guy. Like anything he does, I will go sit and watch. And to this day, anything he does, I will sit and happily watch or look forward to watching and promoting and anything else.
And for me, it was Briscoe County Jr. watching that on a broadcast TV in a camping space doing a Boy Scout thing. And we were all watching it and thinking like, this actually is really cool for a show.
I had already seen Army of Darkness, so I was super about it. I was like, yay, it's Ash. I'm like,
would have been funny if they would have linked them up together in some way.
Oh, that would have been cool. Use the orb to teleport Ash. Have Ash touch Pete's piece.
Oh my God, Pete would have killed his ass. Or sued him because he was in suits later on in later seasons.
Yeah.
But no, it's a hell of a fun show. It's a great first season to kick off like our Evil Dead month here. And got any other thoughts there, Kevin, before we send everybody off for the night?
No, just thank you for joining us. And we'll get
reminiscing about Evil Dead.
Yeah, like this is one of our absolute favorite shows.
Hells yeah.
It's fun. It never gets old. I can't watch it enough times. I love these characters and they feel like home.
Yeah, like I'm just looking back through the episodes and I'm like, man, love Elagos. I just like how it starts and crescendos to all the way to the very end, and it carries through season 2. So it feels like a very cohesive story. And I'm really looking forward to getting into season 2. So I'm pretty jazzed to get rocking again. So
yeah,
I'll watch another episode just because, like, screw it. Why the hell not?
Not because we have to, but because goddamn we want to.
Like, exactly. We've been talking about maybe getting back to this show again for a while, and it's like, no, this is appropriate. So.
Yeah, and we really love talking. Really love talking about it. So yeah, we're always down, but it is a very important show to us, and that's why we come back to it for the anniversary. It's why we do what we do, and we're very grateful to the cast and crew for it.
Yep. And we're very grateful to all of our fans out there and all of our audience who are checking us out live or on replay. So make sure you are hitting that like button down below. Share and subscribe us out there, because if you want our previous video on this, well, it's more of our podcast audio from when we were very first starting. Those are members only videos. So you will want to sign up to be a member to check those out. Otherwise, you could maybe hit those up on our podcast platforms. You could still check them out there. That being said, share, subscribe this out there. Hit the bell notification down below. And we will see you all on Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2 in about 2 weeks. So peace out, everybody. You all have a good night. You can now punch out from the graveyard shift, everybody.
See you, boys.